Here's another 3DO exclusive, Way of the Warrior. In the fall of '92, Mortal Kombat had a tremendous impact on the fighting genre, sporting digitized graphics and excessive gore. When I say excessive, I mean bloody ridiculous. Mortal Kombat created the Fatality, a move that serves no other purpose than to show off, making your opponent feel like a complete loser in the process. While I do enjoy these games, I've never been a huge fan of the series. I'm more of a Virtua Fighter. Hell, I'd sooner pick up Cosmic Carnage than Mortal Kombat. That must sound like blasphemy, but what can I say? Anyway, I feel Mortal Kombat had the same effect on fighters as Doom had on first-person shooters. Yes, we had seen this already, but nowhere near as fast, bloody, or exciting. Like Doom, many developers tried to reproduce Midway's secret sauce, hoping to make their very own extra value meal of raw carnage. That brings us to Naughty Dog. Long before they unleashed iconic characters such as Crash Bandicoot and Nathan Drake, the company was on the verge of bankruptcy. They had this game with a minuscule budget of $100,000, forcing developers to use friends and family for their modest roster of shit kickers, decked out in cheap costumes, performing all these killer moves in front of a yellow sheet in some dude's apartment. Really, under those circumstances, it's a miracle they even finished the game. Knowing this, you may think the game is a mediocre cash grab with little innovation, and you'd be absolutely right. It all starts with this opening cinema.
Hearken ye, for I tell a tale known to precious few, and extend a challenge to compete with the greatest warriors the world has ever known. The victor will gain entrance in the Book of Warriors, and his name will be law for centuries to come.
This laughable voiceover from a disembodied skull that's about as chilling as a Halloween record, as well as the Book of Warriors said to be written by magic in the blood of champions. If only Ash were a playable character. So our 9 combatants are fighting for the final inscription in said book at the Citadel. Adding to the schlock value, we have a heavy metal soundtrack provided by White Zombie. I'm all for White Zombie, but there's only so much Welcome to Planet Motherfucker I can take. That and Thunder Kiss 65. Oh. Then we have the menu, which is terrible. Aside from that hideous font, there's a load time for every option. It's a whole 2 fucking seconds just to move up or down. That's unacceptable. It's an option screen for fuck's sake. Skill sets the difficulty, but the terminology is weird. I mean, left player advantage? Why not something simple and straightforward, like easy, medium, and anal bleeding? This left-right advantage nonsense led me to believe it was a versus option at first. Just bizarre. As for the fighters, they're absolutely farcical. The dragon, I think the douche is more appropriate. Then we have Shaky Jake, Nobunaga, and the ninja. Good lord, were the developers even fucking trying? All the fighters look like knockoffs. Konotori is obviously modeled after Raiden. Major Gaines may as well be Colonel Guile. Dragon wishes he were Fei Long. Nikki Chan must be the illegitimate daughter of Lao Chan, for she bears a striking resemblance to Pai Chan. My head hurts. I'm sure this goes without saying, but all these actors are miscast. Dragon looks like a goddamn child, and Crimson, she looks like a hot soccer mom, not a biker chick. I don't prefer one character over another for any other reason than functionality. Their stories are generic and they all look bland as fuck. Visually, the graphics are a trick-or-treat bag of candy and broken glass. While the digitized fighters look crisp, the arenas are comprised of crudely rendered 2-dimensional planes and some 3D elements. A few stages are kinda cool, like this lava pit. The platforms will vanish during the deciding match, making ring-outs possible. That's awesome. Then we have this mountainside where the stage has multiple tiers. Not something you see every day, though I can't say Way of the Warrior did it first. I'm not sure. Still, at least they tried to shake things up a bit. Another thing that stands out for me is that coins and power-ups fall from the sky during matches. Those coins are skull points, and according to the instructions, you'll earn them whenever you perform a strong and/or difficult move. You can use them to perform special attacks, which you need to figure out for yourself, much like the fatalities. which do elicit an assload of giggles. Now I'm sure their full movesets are available online, though I didn't care to look them up since my controller makes performing even basic actions feel onerous. The D-pad can suck my flaccid pucker. Every press of the pad must be firm and precise. There's little margin for error. I need a new controller. Fast. Movesets are nothing new, for they're similar to other fighting games, most notably Street Fighter. Half circle forward punch, half circle back kick. I'm not complaining here, honestly. This made it that much easier to pick up and play. Overall, Way of the Warrior is pretty lame, but in a cool way. Naughty Dog may not have set out to lampoon the Mortal Kombat series, though I feel they succeeded. It's like they all sat around a table criticizing Midway's champion, then decided to make the shitty garage band version. Look at Nobunaga's glamour shot here. This motherfucker's so cool, when he goes to sleep, sheep count him. Naga's not even looking at us. I'm sure they were going for the menacing over-the-shoulder shot, but failed. If I didn't know better, I'd swear that shit was intentional. Then we have Shaky Jake's. It's like, damn, more cocaine! Yes, more cocaine! Even their cries sound phoned in.
Feel good. How's that feel?
I mean, it's so fucking bad, it had to have been done on purpose. There's no other explanation. In closing, Way of the Warrior is so obvious and cliche, it's downright hysterical. Think of it as a mockery and you may enjoy yourself.